Hello everyone, this is Sleepy here coming at you with some more MDL Macau action. Right now this is a best of 3 between TNC Pro Team and Virtus Pro. So great, all the best of ones are done now and they've started on the best of 3s. Right here we have a game set between Virtus Pro and TNC. Super excited for it. VP has been looking really great recently. Art style has been standing in for Solo recently. I don't know exactly why, but he's been making some absolute phenomenal plays, showing his chops. And let's start talking about the lineups here. So right off the bat, Art style is playing this Enchantress instead of Lil, which is very interesting. We'll talk more about that later. Winter Wyvern will be played by Lil. Ramses will be playing the position 1 CK. We have no one on the looks like mid lane, Vengeful Spirit, and then to round him off we have Pasha playing Popcorn. Maybe Pasha's playing mid. Anyhow, on the other side we have TNC Sam H who will be playing the off lane Doom. Safe lane looks like it will be handled by Raven on the Dragon Knight, and mid lane Cuckoo will be playing Shadow Demon, already getting a bunch of souls from at 17 bonus souls from these cogs provided by Tim's, who's going to be playing Clockwork, and then 1437 will be playing AA. Very excited for this game. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, Enchantress art style has been playing a much more greedy support than he's been playing a lot more greedily than Lil. I think that's why they've decided to give him the edge. Block is a little bit better for TNC as Tim's was there to help him out. Looks like we're going to have a dual lane mid and a potential courier snipe. 1437 is there. 1-2 hits will do it. Down goes the courier. Well played, well played. No one already did have a salve ferried out, but it still feels bad. As we said, VP has been very strong recently. Oh, it looks like Raven will actually be in the off lane, and Sam H will be safe lane supporting. It seems alright. That's cool. Anyways, it seems like the off lane has been a great place for everyone to sort of be. It seems like the off laners generally get more XP than sometimes even safe laners, depending just upon how much support the opposing team is willing to put there. Oh my god, this mid lane is absolutely terrible. Oh, Pasha, though, finds first blood. Is able to bring down Raven. It's a very dead Dragon Knight. But this middle lane has been an absolute nightmare so far for no one. He is, 5 CS to the 8 and 20 of the Shadow Fiend. Holy hell, already has the max souls. It's huge. Those cogs, the early cog souls come in huge for him. Is able to deny basically any single creep that he wants. Oh my god, 10 and 20 to the 6 and 0 of no one. I mean, no one's a great mid, but how can you compete against this Shadow Fiend right now? On the other hand, though, it looks like the Raven is doing really well in CS. In spite of dying once, he is actually doing pretty great. Ramses 2 is second overall CS, 10 and 11 and 10 to the 0 and 0 of Sam H. Artstyle goes down too. Tim's is able to find that. Looks like that was just a solo kill. Just cogsed up and nowhere to go for Artstyle. Yeah, no one is getting some support here, mid, trying to come back from this disaster of a lane. I think that no one is probably one of the obviously he's one of the highest skill players on Virtus Pro, but I think he is often their win condition. Like, if no one has a good game, it's very hard, I think, for them to lose. There we go. In with the Wave of Terror and the Magic Missile, with the right click coming out from Cuckoo is just so much. Has all 3 races available too. Lil will find Sam H up in the safe lane. And still, it's going even worse for him. He has 1 CS to the 19, who's now... Ramses is now at the top of the CS chart, has 19 CS. This has enough for all of his items. It's like, no, it's all stuff for Lil, but he has a lot of gold. We'll soon have enough to get his treads. We just decide to go for treads first item. Art Style and Ramses looks like they get off a nice pull here. Would harass coming in onto Tim's. Will cogs down to just keep Ramses and Art Style away, but Lil is here too. Here they go. There comes in the stun from Ramses. The crits are there, so is the minus armor, and down he will fall to Art Style. Super great for them. In the meantime, no one gets almost brought down to the very bitter end here in mid lane. Has to make the long walk back home. We'll have a TP available, but it is off cooldown, so small victories, take them where you get them, I suppose. Speaking of small victories, the only kind of victories that Sam H is taking are small ones. 8-1 CS. But in the meantime, Cuckoo has just been having the time of his life here in mid lane. He'll have his 6 in no time at all. See, does he have anything on the courier or anything in his stash? It doesn't look like it, so he is saving up. Does even has an infused raindrop to deal with the magic missile when it does come out. So does no one, but I mean that just gets used up so fast with the with all of the races that are possible. Art Style though is in kind of a really bad area here. He does have a centaur. The cogs will lock just him and the golem in, but Tim's is getting brought down super low. Art Style will follow this. It looks like the golem might be able to take him out though. Will trigger the shrine just in time. Lil is now in trouble too. Down he goes to Predator. Cuckoo stays alive. Super clutch plays by him coming out from this. Shard Golem is split. Throws a rock. Throws another rock. Can we get the Centaur stun? He's chasing him down. There's no mana for it though. Super sick plays coming out here from Tim's. Although Pasha's here, he might just want to go on there. Looks like he does have enough, would have enough burst. Tim's does not. He does have a raindrop, so he might actually stay alive through the burst. Sam H is gonna use all of the bottle charge that he can before he finally does get that. Treads are complete onto Ramses. Looks like he has a magic stick coming out, a magic wand coming out on the courier. Should see the armlet fairly soon. This could be a really great armlet timing. In the meantime, though, Pasha jumps in onto Raven. He's getting brought down super low. Will stay alive. Does not commit the dream. He does commit the dream coil finally. Tim's is there too, jumping in. Cogsy in Art Style. The heal is onto Raven. Jolt goes into the dragon form. Down goes Art Style to the breathe fire. Lil will pop Raven too. Now silences Tim's. There might be another engagement there, but Tim's is going to be able to walk away with 1437. Great trade for Virtus Pro, taking out the core offlaner for just a. But in the meantime, Sam H decides to go on to Ramses, and Ramses all alone will go down. A solo kill for Sam H, being able to. Let's see, what spells does he have? He does have just the swiftness aura. I guess that's good, and the clap. Looks like it was enough to bring down the offlane CK. Treads are complete onto this SF. Killer 2, it's on the courier as we speak. In the meantime, Pasha, it looks like doesn't have anything queued up in his shift, but he does have a lot of Ramses will find the kill onto Sam H. I really need to do a better job of looking at the map, but moving on, Pasha getting gone upon by Tim's and Raven here. Cogs will be there. It looks like he might just go down. Does commit the Dream Coil. It only lands onto one, though. He's still getting chased down by Tim's. The Breathe Fire is there. Will try to phase shift away, but does not end up going at the Battery Assault. Will bring him down. Got no one TP'ing in here. 1437 is still here, though. It's such a difficult to kill Shadow Fiend. 9, 8 armor, 9 under tower. It's a Ring of Aquila, Raindrop, Armlet, or he can tread switch all he wants. The scan will catch out Tim's. He's still invisible, but this could be really bad for no one. Does get Cogs up. It's going to get swapped out. Beautiful play by no one. Swaps out 1437. 1437 will go down to Pasha. In the meantime, though, Kuka will go down too. Ramses jumps in there. Is able to land the Reality Rift and bring him down. Super great heads-up play. Although, in the meantime, Sam H will be able to take out Artstyle. Did he commit the Doom? He did. Was not able to get that heal off in time. So 2-for-1 trade across the map, hugely in favor of Virtus Pro. Let's think, how much gold did... I mean, Artstyle doesn't... He isn't a tiny bounty, but it's definitely not like a huge one. Raven will jump into Dragon form, probably was trying to get some pressure onto this tower, but it didn't look like it. Pasha was there, and that looks like it scared him off. Ramsey's getting very close to this armlet. Will commit the Reality Rift and the Phantasm. Sam H is gone, and it looks like they can just turn this into a tower, as they will clean up the creeps. And these CK illusions do so much damage. Even level 1, they're not super tanky, but they do 100% of the damage. They take a little bit extra, but still. Artstyle is jungling around here, looking to complete his drum. In the meantime, Pasha is getting quite close to his blink, about 600 gold away. Tims will jump in, commit Battery Assault, does get silenced up. There's a phase jaunt away. We'll be totally fine with that. Rams is getting gone upon here, though, by Sam H. There is no Doom available quite yet. In fact, it's not there for quite a while. Ramses is still alive, does has 4 stick charges. Looks like he could pop them, decides to go back in. It's going to be very bad, but in the meantime, Lil gets a cold embrace, excuse me. Still getting brought down, though, is Ramses. Sam H will finally go down. Ramses playing out of his mind, super low, only at 140, 150 health here. Shrine was triggered, so he's just going to have to walk all the way back home. Tim's not able to bring him down with that last-minute rocket flare. We don't know, Cuckoo getting super fed down here. Very, very farm. We'll queue up the drum. It looks like Ramses is definitely going to complete his armlet just a little bit before Raven here. Raven hasn't had exactly the best game so far, and Ramses has had a pretty great one already. Arcane Root on Puck, always a great thing to have. Yeah, Ramses already has his armlet, queuing up for an Echo Saber next. Meantime, though, TNC smoked up down bottom, looking to catch out no one or Lil. They're hanging pretty close to the tower, though. They know that no one's showing on the map. They know they could be in some serious trouble. Ramses, though, will take the Ice Blast. Frostbite will be there. We cannot trigger the armlet until right now. There he goes. He does finally start to toggle it. Still getting brought down by the Battery Assault. Another armlet toggle might just keep him alive, but no, it looks like he... Well, there we go. Armlet toggles through. Will manage to get out of the cogs. Keeps toggling his way through. Every time, though, it looks like there was a cold embrace thrown out onto 1437. If there was, gets brought down by the right-clicking power from Cuckoo. Pasha looks like he might want to take this. Does commit the Dream Coil, actually, but there's no way to cancel this TP out. Tims will be just fine. Yeah, there he goes. Picks up the urn, too.
Dyer's middle tower has been denied.
This Doombringer is so low net worth. Yeah, 3,500 net worth compared to the net worth of his other cores. Actually, surprisingly, this Dragon Knight has been managing to climb back. It looks like for the past, 3 or 4 minutes, he's been doing nothing but just farm lanes. While the rest of his team has been looking for fights, and so he's actually passed the CK because Ramses has been running around the map looking for good engagements too, so really good for him. Sick heads up play. We haven't seen a lot out of TNC. Had a kind of a poor showing at TI, but no one's quite alone. Does have a swap available. The Rocket Barrage will trigger the very last of his Raindrop charges, and the Dream Coil is there onto 2. The Hookshot is thrown out. Same with the Ice Blast. Phantasm is committed. Tims will go down to... no, he will not. Now he finally does. Tims destroys no one. Kuka will get Pasha. Cursed is off. It will lock down the AA, but that's about it. And 3-for-1 trade. All they lose is a position 4 clockwork. I think they'll be extremely happy with that. Very well played. And let's think, yeah, Raven and Cuckoo get two of those get those kills too, which is great. It's gonna catapult them even farther. Blink Dagger's only about 1,200 gold away. Still haven't seen what's after the drums here though for Cuckoo. I'll be very interested to see what he ends up deciding to go for. Yeah, there you go. There's the Yules. Lots more intelligence, passive mana regen, always great. No one has decided to pick up the 15% magic resist. The Shadow Fiend is building magic damage. Yeah, you already got this 10 spell amp. It's just such a... There's so much burst that comes out. Did he buy it? I wouldn't be surprised if we see 1 million more raindrops purchased as soon as they're available. Let's see, no, there are no more raindrops out on the team here. We get +5 all stats for CK. That always feels good. Makes your illusions do so much more damage too. It's definitely better than the move speed. She does have his blink complete. Going for a Kaya next. Kind of surprised we aren't seeing a Kaya out here from this SF instead of the Yules. I guess he wants to have more escape, more being able to take himself out of fights if this Enchantress rolls in. Give his team a little bit more time to get in there and back him up. Looks like there's going to be another smoke out here from TNC. They're going aggressively. 3 heroes are here. They're getting kind of caught out of position. Lil might just break the smoke if he isn't too careful. Arctic Burn is committed. Looks like they're trying to go on to Sam H. Art Style, though, is kind of all his own. And they initiate onto Lil. Ramsey's TPs away immediately. Art Style is trying to get out of there. He does have does have Untouchable. And there we go. The turn is on, though. There's a huge, not a really huge, there's just a Dream Coil on Tim's. He'll just wait out the duration of that. It's just a easy 1 kill for TNC here. Who will take down the tower. Has his Yules now. Pasha does have to phase shift Jaunt away. Almost does get caught out. Very close. TNC is playing really heads up. 3k gold lead, nothing huge, nothing to shake a stick at though. Especially this relatively early in the game. Level 2 dragon towers are going to start really hurting now. He's very close to his Echo Saber. So we're getting a little bit of de-warding done. Lil is chasing out Raven with that Arctic Burn slow. Meantime, Tim's looks like he might try and go on to Raven here, or Ramsey's here. Not the best idea. I don't think that you win that engagement. With Sam H here, though, there is a Doom available. Yes, there is. That could be a really great find for them. Keep the momentum going their way. But it looks like Ramsey's going to see that, and he's going to go. Down here we have a line being drawn by Raven. Looks like they are. It looks like they find all 3. I don't know if they saw Lil too. They definitely saw Ramsey. He's probably solo as well. Going into the mid lane.
Top tower has fallen.
Meantime, Pasha is able to push out top. Looks like he'll be able to maybe get this tower too. Yeah, he's cutting this creep wave. And a double creep wave here for plus a cannon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Same HTPs in up top, but there are 5 heroes here. This could be a very dead Doom. This could be his Doom actually. Immediate TPs come in from Kaka and Tim's. They actually have to cancel them as he gets destroyed immediately. Ramses and company are here. Phantasm has been committed. This tower will definitely fall. In the meantime, though, the bottom tier 3 is getting pressured for Radiant. No one has to TP back and deal with that. They will get the tower for free, though, and now they both have a 1 tier 3 exposed. Very even so far in terms of towers. Very even game. Definitely very... These engagements for both teams has to be very, very precise, because if one team is able to take a great engagement and just wipe the other one, that's going to start snowballing in favor of that team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Could prove to be very bad. That's interesting. After the Yule's pickup goes right for an S and Y. Initially, I thought he was just going to be building the magic build, but Bill gets destroyed. Raven will take that kill, gets him even closer to his BKB. But Pasha is in here, does get the silence off. Same with No One. Throws out the Wave of Terror. But there's still so much armor on this DK. Oh my gosh. Jumps in, Dragon Tail onto Pasha here, and Pasha gets immediately destroyed. Insta-cast 3 second stun plus a blink. There's not a lot you can do even as a slippery hero like Puck. Yeah, and they're going to take this immediately into Roche. There's not a lot that they can do to contest this, especially with Pasha down. They're even dewarding too. It looks like Sam H is going to take a bunch of this, but it looks like they're just going to walk away. They're kind of scared of the aggressive positioning here from Virtus Pro. Definitely trying to play very cautious here. Maybe he has his blink complete going for a Manta next. It's a little bit of a ways away though. Almost has enough for the about 500 from the Yasha. So still a thousand or a few thousand away from the whole Manta complete. I think this is, there's obviously the 3k net lead, but if we look at the gold graph, or any of these graphs, these little dots represent like kills, and if you see a bunch of them together, they represent successful engagements. We can see VP did have these towers and a few kills, but here we have kill, 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 tower. Definitely, I always use that as a good track of momentum. Whoever has more of these little dots definitely has momentum swinging in their way, and it's clearly in favor of TNC. They do scout out this Roche with the Rocket Flare. I don't think this will happen fast enough. In goes the Ice Blast. Doesn't look like, in goes Tim's too. He has Cogsville, but gets stunned up immediately. Force-staffed out of there. Ramses will be able to pick up the Aegis. Although no one wants to go in on this, Tim's will get absolutely destroyed. The Winter's Curse is there onto this AA, causing Sam H to bring him down. He will go down too. Ult is committed by Cuckoo, does not do everything that he wants to. Raven, though, in the dragon form, will start bringing down No One, but No One is there going heads up with him. The Aegis will get popped by Raven. That's okay. 2 kills for just an Aegis. Very good trade for VP. But I think they definitely like to have been able to use that Aegis to take high ground up here, up in the top tier 3. Really heads up play by Tims and the rest of TNC being able to jump in there and just force the issue of this Aegis. They don't want to worry about getting their high ground taken. They have to. They're very smart on them by waiting. Or not waiting and just jumping and aggressively trying to pop it. Sure, they lose the Sam H and the Clockwork, but these two heroes weren't having the best games anyways. It's not going to be a huge setback for them. The gold bounty, I don't even think was that great. Yeah, Sam H and Tims didn't give that much bounty. We lost about maybe 100 gold each, so very, very much worth. No One does have the BKB out on the courier. Now we might be able to start seeing some really great initiation plays by him as this core Venge. It's interesting. Often this Venge is played by Ramses, but I guess they want him to start carrying these games. Ever since TI, they stopped letting having who art style does go down top here. 4 heroes there. More than enough. Puck is here though. He does get used up. We'll be able to get the jaunt away in time. We'll get caught out here. Cuckoo is throwing out the rays. It looks like he might just get away. There's just not vision. Cuckoo was so close. Also extremely speedy. Why are you this fast, Cuckoo? The drums are, I guess, but he's moving at 550 movement speed. This is ridiculous. Oh, plus 40 movement speed from the talent. He's on speed over here. I'm moving as fast as a spirit breaker.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Anyways, but as I was saying, ever since TI, Virtus Pro has been giving no one a lot less of the carry. Oh, Pasha's getting gone upon though. We'll get Yule's up the immediate Dream Coil out, but he'll just get popped like a balloon. And now Cuckoo has a Blink Dagger on this SF.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Very surprising.
Dire locked down.
For the final time, and I promise I'll get it out this time, VP have been taking the carry role less out of, they've been taking it out of no one's hands and putting it a lot more into Ramsey's. You know, we would see those like 100-minute long, like the 100-minute long game where no one was absolutely a god on the Bloodseeker. I don't think we're going to see that very much anymore. For the past few games that I've seen and casted, actually, it's been more of Ramsey's responsibility to carry this team. They're pushing this tier 3, but it's not going to go anywhere. They do get the top tower, and that's great, but they're content now with that, and they're going to back off. They did get it down to about 3/4 HP. And they're just going to make sure that the rest of their lanes are going just as well. Cuckoo is going to get this butterfly so fast with his 1,000,000 movement speed and a Blink Dagger. He'll be all over the jungle. Hits like a truck already. Did get it? No, he didn't get it ferried out. It was already there. Yeah, he's just bouncing back and forth, raising out waves, getting 1,000,000 gold. Does switch it up into a Lincoln's though. Does not want to keep getting hit by this magic missile, reality rift, the chaos bolt. Very slick pickup for him, I believe. And also, you know, the different Wyvern curse, the Winter's curse too. Definitely going to keep him alive and right-clicking in this fight. Pasha's also going for his Lincoln's too. There. Art style, haven't seen a lot out of him this game, honestly. We were talking about what a great job he was doing with the Sand King, but I think taking this out of Lil's hands has been a deficit to the team, honestly, because Lil is such a phenomenal player of this Ench. It's almost like if you were a team Liquid and you had Matama Man play the Invoker, and Miracle play Lone Druid. I'm sure they could do it, but that's just a bigger opportunity for an amazing, crazy carry game. Amazing, crazy skills that you're just passing up completely. Cuckoo is so fast. I still can't get over how fast this SF is. No one's looking for a Shadow Blade next. It's going to be really great in getting away from these engagements. There's a lot of times where he's just been trying to run away, but not really been able to because of all the right click and the lockdown. And by the time they've spent all their lockdown, you have like 100 HP and you're just a right click and a half away.
Boom, there it goes.
Raven looks like he might be getting a plate. He has a plate mail, possibly an AC next. I would definitely support that for him. Everyone knows that Dragon Knights always don't attack the fastest, but they do hit pretty hard, especially in that range form where they have all of those crazy attack modifiers, the splash, the acid, the slow even. And he does finally have the Frost Dragon, the free Eye of Scotty. Tim's looking to buy a Shiva's next. It's quite a ways away, but that could be huge. You know, a great hook shot and Cog Shiva's battery assault. That's a lot of lockdown there from just one little metal guy. There you go. No one. There's his Shadow Blade. There's still no Rosh up. At least not for another 30 seconds. The It's almost just like a glitch in the game, this Doom with ice armor. Pasha is in so much trouble. Has to get swapped out immediately by no one, but Raven gets absolutely destroyed. Now they're looking to go on to Cuckoo. The ult be committed. Ramses pops the Phantasm. Cuckoo, his Yules gets triggered. Sam H is getting brought down super low. Artstyle will fall to the, looks like he did end up falling to the ultimate from there. Sam H, he will get brought down, is the sacrificial lamb to get Cuckoo out of there safely. Lil is now chasing too. There is the TP cancel. Waning Rift will bring him down as well as the orb. A double kill there for Pasha. Huge gold swing. Plus 1,700 for VP, minus 640. And the only survivor of that is the SF, pumping out so much damage. Gets a little bit, but it's a little bit of XP for that. But definitely, let's look at this. Gold graph is gonna in a second there. That was a very good engage. If they only lose art style, he's been having in his game has been quite shut down anyways. Let's see, where are you? Come here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Working next on the Dragon Lance, be the finish up his Hurricane Pike. Pasha's working now on a Yule Scepter, or excuse me, an Aghanim Scepter. Oh, Ramses could be in lots of trouble here. I think he is. He will Phantasm out of there, but Cuckoo is there too. No save for him. Lil has to TP away. The Cold Embrace actually giving him that great opportunity to land the perfect Ice Blast. Took the Shadow Rays damage as his level 20 talent. Uh-oh, Art Style, you need to go. We'll force into the base and be safe. I'm getting kind of cross signals out here from Cuckoo. He picked up the Yule's first item and then went for the more right click from the S and Y. Commits the... No one does commit the BKB. That was his 10-second BKB down. Lil is getting brought down super low. Will just die there. And it's really just for nothing, honestly. This tower is there too. Raven looks like he got gone upon for a second there, but nothing really. Cuckoo canceled the ult, forced out the BKB, and then immediately canceled his Requiem. Yeah, Raven is going to an AC next. He's only about 1,000 or so gold away. Very close. Ramses finally respawns. Has the heart queued up. I think that's definitely the pick up this game. Jumps it immediately. Phantasm is committed. They're going on to Sam H. He will fall. Tams looks to be next. The ult is out from Cuckoo. Does not do everything that they wanted it to. Ramsey will get swapped out by no one. Predator is getting brought down pretty low. He has the Dream Coil there. Their art style will destroy Tim's. He buys back immediately. They're still not ready to take us out. Pasha will take out 1437 too, but Cuckoo and Raven and the rest of TNC are shrining up together. Pasha wants to jump in again. He'll jump in. There is no rift quite available. Yes, there is. The Lincolns will be popped. Raven looks like he might be in lots of trouble here. A few more right clicks ought to do it. There he goes, down to no one. Tim's is there too. There's the Winter's Curse providing the lockdown for the SF. There is a blink available. He will be able to blink out in time. There he goes. It looks like they will not find him just yet, though. He's running away as fast as his little Shadow Fiend legs can carry him. That's very fast indeed. The chase is not going to be there, though. It looks like he will just be able to go into the trees. Try and hide. Although Lil is searching, the Tinker Ward will spot him out, and immediately they go onto him. Reveal that they have vision on him. He does self-Yules. Will's there. He does manage to blink out, though. These jukes are ridiculous. Ramses is there, though. Pops the Lincolns. Chaos Bolt will be there, and one more hit with the impetus from Artstyle will be enough to do it. Great fight there. 547 gold bounty, and now they're gonna move in to take Roche. Maybe Artstyle will take this one too. Yeah, there's absolutely well, there are smoking up. The Aegis is claimed already, though. Ice Blast is too late. They turn him around immediately. There was no real threat there. All 5 heroes from Virtus Pro are still alive, and you're minus your big magic and physical damage core. That Shadow Fiend. H has been having such a rough game. Does have a plate mail now, only level 15. He's quite under level, actually. Let's see. No one gets a kill onto Tim's out of nowhere. Poor old Tim's. But yeah, the only person higher in net worth than Sam 8, that lower, is this 1437. Even his support is a higher level than him right now. They've definitely done a great job of shutting him down this game. Even Lil is the same level. Winter's Wyvern Hard 5 support right now is the same level as their core offlaner. Absolutely stifled this game. However, that is opposite of the success story of the Shadow Fiend. He's been having a great game. BKB queued up next. Very surprising. No one actually has less farm than Raven. Raven's no slouch, but no one isn't either. Definitely had a rough time mid lane. Oh my gosh. Cuckoo will be able to blink away. It looks like he will not be able to get chased off of this. In the meantime, though, Raven brings down Art Style. No one pops BKB. Raven goes down like a... Oh, no, there's the stun, the AoE stun. Sam H will get brought down. Raven is getting super low. Down goes Ramses, though. From there, Sam H buys back immediately. Lil is in the cold embrace. Raven is running away. Will manage to get out. No one, though, is in lots of trouble. Winter's Curse is huge onto Tim's. No one's still alive. Under the cover of Shadowblade will get away. Pasha's trying for this kill on 1437, but he might not even get it. Does have the phase shift available. Lincoln's is popped. Phase shift jaunts away. Looks like he might just make it out of there alive. Does have a BKB available, so it looks like he will be good. Well played. Maybe not exactly. Going for the BKB next instead of this heart. I think that's only the smart thing, honestly, because of all the lockdown that this team provides. It's like, you don't go through spell immunity. You don't go through spell immunity. You do. I mean, that's just such a good game to get this. You don't go through spell immunity. I think BKB definitely is a super key item. Now, looking back, surprised he hadn't picked it up before. Raven has finished his AC. That comes at the same time as Cuckoo finishes BOTs. No, excuse me, his Black King bar. Pasha has finished the BOTs. Start pushing down all of the lanes in the world. Pasha's very high net worth. Normally, you'd see no one in front of him, but like we said, no one's been having a rough game so far. But that's okay, because like Ramses has been more recently the win condition for this team. VP's smoking up. There's no one really that they can target that's actually close enough for them to take down. They might run all the way up north to try and take out Cuckoo, but it looks like they're pinging out. They might just want to try and take high ground while they have this no one cheese. Swap BKB and then cheese off any physical damage you get. That would be a pretty great play. Ward is in there for Lil. And we'll see a lot more, but now all 5 heroes are back in support of this Tier 3 defense. And the smoke has worn off too. VP's just going to have to back out. Very tense game. They do now have a gold lead, and the momentum has started to swing back in their favor, although it's still right neck and neck there with TNC. They have a 6k gold lead, and then let's look at the XP. Only 5k in XP. With these mid-game cores like Doom and the Dragon Knight, their mid-game is fantastic, although I do worry about them falling off towards the late now that we're getting close here to 40 minutes. I do have the Shadow Fiend for that, but as CK starts to get huge, that could be a really big issue for them. Pasha. Next item queued up. What is that even? Let's see. Let's go to you. Is it, no, it's not an Octarine, is it? No, it's oh, it's a Hex, of course. I play Dota, guys. I promise I'm not that big of a scrub. Move out here from TNC. Pasha's very much on his own. He's in a lot of trouble here unless he sees this coming. I think he might just go down here. The hook shot is in. They do not commit the Doom for it just yet. They don't even need it. Raven, the fire breath, or excuse me, the breathe fire, more than enough to take him down. His next item is going to be the halberd to take this nasty CK out of the equation. Saying, can halberd actually be dispelled? Let's see, let's find halberd. Can it actually be dispelled? It doesn't look like it says. I mean, a quick Manta will just take off that negative, so maybe that isn't actually the play. Does go for the 40% cooldown reduction on this SF. Now he can raise every 6 seconds.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's like Raven went for the 2x Dragon's Blood, regen and armor. Oh my god, he has 55 armor on this Dragon Knight. You have to be hitting like an absolute truck for him to even notice you. Let's see, no one has elected to go for the Vengeance Aura damage as opposed to the missile cooldown. Definitely is going to help with Ramses being able to pump out all the damage in the world. Now, Reality Rift pierces the BKB. I think next thing you go for is the oh, it's such a tough decision this game. Chaos Bolt duration or Reality Rift. I think you go for the armor reduction because there are so many BKBs on this opposing team. You've got not one on the Dragon Knight, one on the SF, and probably pretty soon one on the Doom here too. So I think you go for the Reality Rift reduction because you know you might not get your Chaos Bolt. There are Lincoln Spheres, there are BKBs, and then you already have the Reality Rift pierces the spell immunity. Alright, he has the evasion. Almost has enough to outright. In fact, I think he does in about 80 gold, enough to pick up this halberd. Let's see buybacks. I think everyone has a buyback. Actually, no. Only very few heroes do have buyback. Only Pasha, Cuckoo, and Ramses. So it was really scary. Sam H is still, of course, on cooldown, but yeah, very surprising that this part of the game they don't have any buybacks. Immediately, the Winter's Curse is on, though. It looks like it is onto there. The reality Rift is in. And immediately with the Phantasm, Sam H will get brought down. Tim's is super low. The Dream Coil is there. Tim's is still getting brought down, but Ramses is the one that's taking the punishment. Will Manta away, but down he goes to the it looks like it was to the proc from 1437. Raven will bring down no one as well. Like we said, there are no buybacks available with the exception of this Chaos Knight and maybe one other core. Not even a core, another support. Super great pickoff for TNC. With that, they can take Roche no problem. I even think they could probably take high ground and force the buyback. But they're just going to take this Roche with the Refresher Shard as well. This is really a huge moment here for TNC. This Refresher Shard is huge. You have double Doom, double Requiem. I think you have to give it to the Doom in this game. Honestly, it's such a it's a huge moment. 1437 does pick up the shard. Sam H responds soon. I think we'll probably just see it just handed right off to him. Lil's already level 18. We might see the Splinter Blast stun. Oh no, Lil does get found here by the Rocket Barrage, but
Dyer's
Here's
bottom
Puck.
tower
Puck.
is
It looks
under
like they're just going to
attack.
be able to get away. Yeah, they both start to TP immediately. TNC swarms en masse. The rocket flare, excuse me, will not hit them as they are able to get out in time. No one has a full butterfly completed. Now we might see some huge crazy plays out of him. He does have plus 45 bonus damage from this Vengeance Aura. Very, very, very interested to see if he can start making the plays that we know he's capable of now that he has these really big items. Heart queued up again for Gas Knight has it in about 1,000 gold. 1,100 gold. The Ice Blast is there. It looks like they were probably trying to catch out Pasha, but Pasha is just gone. He's a Puck. He's like one of the most difficult heroes to capture everywhere. Plus 420 GPM. Dagon 5 is just a thought away for him. That would be quite huge once he does get this dig on. Once these BKBs are done. I mean, you're already down to, well, the Shadow Fiend still is on his 9-second, or excuse me, yeah, his 9-second BKB. So maybe you use that to break the. There's just nothing good to break Lincolns on this team. Maybe like the magic missile. There's very little here that can break Lincolns well and over. I mean, you want to land your Chaos Bolt for your max stun. You want to you don't want to whiff your Reality Rift. This is really actually quite difficult. Does now have the did pick up the enchant effects Ancient's talent. Now these lanes should start to go crazy as they can just be pushed out like nobody's business. No one does. He have enough for buy? Yes, he now does. Yeah, now almost everyone has buyback available. So this next fight is going to be a pretty huge swing in net worth if TNC can take it and just destroy the entire. Oh, but there's a huge Winter's Curse. AA goes down immediately. All of the right click provided by Cuckoo. Let's get stunned up. Keeps trying to land the ult. It will go. Art Style might just go down for this. Indeed, he will. There he goes. No, not quite. He was able to stay alive. No one pops BKB, and they're ready to keep going in out for this. Art Style will get Yules'd up. Out comes the long range Ice Blast. Did he buy back? Yes, he did.
Radiant's bottom tower is
But altogether, a very small engagement, not a huge be-all end-all that we might have been expecting. Only one buyback was forced, only one person ultimately died. And with this 40% cooldown reduction, it's not like you blew your Requiem of Souls, it's just, it'll be back momentarily. This SF is totally 6-slotted too, even after he does decide to put his TP in his backpack. He's going to go and buy the Butterfly outright. Picked up 2 quarterstaffs. Oops, 2 Talisman of Evasion as well. That might actually be, no, he does have 2 Talisman of Evasions. Does he pick up a second? I'm so confused. What on earth? Yeah. Oh well. Kuku, you Enigma, you confuse me. Dagon 5 is totally complete for Pasha. Tim's is still a million miles away from his Hex. Sam H still hasn't had the gold to upgrade this plate mail. There's already 1 AC on the team. Maybe he turns it into a Shiva's. Ramses finally has his heart. 4,400 health and what, like plus 300 HP a second as soon as after this ticks down. Yeah, plus 325 HP a second. Pasha's still pushing out these waves. BOTs aren't quite off cooldown yet, so he might have a little bit of a ways to go. The courier is just chilling out here. Cuckoo could try and snag it. Double damage onto him. That's a very scary thing to see. These illusions can't quite go through backdoor just yet, although they're doing quite a job of it with the real thing there. I think that tower falls in just a few hits, honestly.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Did pick up the the missile piercing spell immunity for his level 25. Ramsey still isn't 25. That's very surprising. His stagnated very much these past few minutes. Gem on Delil, now deboarding. It's easy as pie. Let's see, what has Sam H chosen for his 20? He did get the plus 40 Doom DPS. Oh, but the Ancient would be such a great thing. But I suppose there aren't any... there's only one Lincoln Sphere on this entire team. And Doom pierces magic immunity anyways. That's such a hard thing to give up. Especially this game. Oh no, Lil's in so much trouble. Predator jumps immediately blinks away. It looks like he will die here though. Goes under the cover of Glimmer, but Tim's is there with the dust. Does force out the Winter's Curse, but Predator's just gonna pop him anyways. Down for 70 seconds. Buyback is available. Gem hits the deck too. It's just left on the ground.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meantime, Pasha's still pressuring this bottom tier 2. It looks like he can bring it down. Yeah, there is no backdoor available. There he goes. Might keep going for the tier 3. Force them to TP back. Super great play by him. He does have his BOTs available. There goes the Ice Blast. Jumps right there and starts trying to pressure Rax. There is backdoor. But it looks like he might just get it. He keeps the split push pressure on. No one goes down in the meantime though to Raven. Ramsey's getting brought super low. Glimmer is there. Down he goes. Double kill for Raven. No one buys back immediately. That as soon as Ramses dies. Sam H getting slowed like crazy. Art style under the cold embrace will finally pop to 1437. There they go. There goes the first set of. There goes the first building. In comes Pasha. There is no Dream Coil yet. Yes, there is. On to Cuckoo. No one is there attacking back. Ramsey is still super low. Does have the Spirit Vessel damage on him. Looks like he's trying to push out the other laner. Just get out of the focus there. In jumps Raven though, and this is going to be a dieback here for no one. Yes, there he goes. The Ice Blast will bring him down. Dieback for him. He has gone for 2 whole minutes. Winter's Curse does absolutely nothing, and GG is called by VP. Amazing showing here by TNC. Cuckoo, absolutely phenomenal. Same thing with Raven on this Dragon Knight. Huge game and game 1 of the best of 3. We'll go to TNC. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you later.